A teenage pilot is attempting to become the youngest woman to fly solo around the world. Zara Rutherford is 19 years old and has only just left school in Belgium. She's due to take off in a few days on what's expected to be a 3-month journey to dozens of countries. DW caught up with her before takeoff.
Zara Rutherford is on a mission. Barely out of school, this 19-year-old pilot is already reaching for the stars.
I'm hoping to become the youngest woman to fly solo around the world. You are high up in the sky, it is just you and the world beneath you.
It was here at this airfield near her hometown of Brussels that Zara first learned to fly solo.
It's really weird. I've been dreaming about this since I was such a small young girl. So finally, being so close to leaving it's still surreal. I haven't quite processed it.
Zara's route will see her cover more than 50 countries over the next 2 to 3 months, making roughly 80 stops along the way. Her soaring ambitions were nurtured from an early age as the daughter of 2 pilots. Now, by sharing her story and glimpses of training flights online, she's raised almost enough money to fund her world record bid. When Zara's mother first heard about this aerial adventure, she wasn't on board.
As a mother, I was worried, and it wasn't exactly what I was happy to hear. But as I talked more with Zara and was convinced about her motivations and her drive in this, I thought, who am I to stop her in this? It's my role to let my children open their wings and fly.
Zara hopes her bid to break records will help other young women spread their wings.
Growing up, I was really interested in aviation, but I never really saw other women doing that. So I'm hoping to be the girl that some other girls can see, and that they could, be inspired and think I'd like to go into aviation too, or even say, oh, finally someone who likes the same things that I do.
Today's practice run is over. But each time Zara takes off along the way, she'll carry a message for girls back down on Earth. The sky's the limit.
And we're joined now by Zara. She's in Brussels. Zara, thank you very much for being with us. So tell us, flying solo around the world, how do you prepare for something like that?
A lot of flying, as you can imagine. And right now, a lot of things, small things like logistics. Actually, today I'm packing. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. That's packing for things like Greenland and Colombia at the same time. But yeah, it's really weird preparations, but it's been so good and busy.
So how much time have you spent as a pilot then getting ready for something like this? How long have you been training?
I've been flying my whole life with my parents. Actually, apparently my first flight was when I was 3 months old. I don't quite remember that one. I think I was flying then. But I started training formally when I was 15 years old. So that was, 4 years ago.
Wow. Now, you're going to be circumnavigating the planet. You're going to be going to 52 different countries, I understand. We saw in our report that your mother had some apprehension about this. What sort of safety concerns do you have?
It's quite, the chances of something happening is very small. My plane is really very reliable, very safe, very fast, just a really amazing aircraft. But of course, something can happen, such as the engine could fail. And then if I am in Russia or above the Atlantic Ocean when that happens, that would be quite annoying. So that's the main thing.
I guess so. So do you have a parachute? Or is that a silly question?
Yes. I
You do?
So not me, actually, not for myself, but the plane itself has a parachute. Oh. So if I were to have, for example, an engine failure over water, then I would pull the parachute and it would literally the plane would sort of glide down to the sea.
Well, that's reassuring. Now, you're not only doing this because you love flying, which you obviously do, but you do have a message as well. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so growing up, I really liked everything that was aviation and STEM. And STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But there aren't many women in those fields. So it's quite discouraging as a young girl when you can't really relate to anyone that has the same passions as you do, and none of your friends have the same passions as you do. So I'm hoping that with this media attention that I've been getting that I wasn't really expecting, I could hopefully try and get some girls to either be interested or inspired to go into aviation and STEM, or have other girls who are already inspired or interested in those things to say, oh, finally, I've got someone else who likes, or another woman who likes those things. I don't stand out completely.
So you'll be meeting people literally all over the world. What are you looking forward to the most on this journey?
I think, yeah, definitely meeting people. The flying itself, I'm going to see some amazing things that I will only see once in my lifetime, and that's now. And the food, the culture, most of the countries I'm going to, I've never even been close to, so I have no idea what to expect. For example, Saudi Arabia, that is a country that I will probably never be able to see again in my life. So going there is just incredible.
Zara, thank you very much for talking with us. That was Zara Rutherford talking to us from Brussels, and good luck to you.
Thank you very much.